Well, hi Taurus, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. I have shuffled these cards very well. It's time for your weekly reading. So, I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Taurus, let's find out, what can you expect coming up in your life? What can you expect? Okay, Taurus, the overall energy of your reading is the Queen of Cups. Very emotional. Male or female, they're all male or female. The Queen here is trying to peek in these little windows. This is the only cup in the tarot deck with a lid on it. And inside that cup are answers to love questions. So, the energy of this card is having questions about love, like how to recognize it. What does it feel like, look like? How will I know when it's there? Whatever questions you might have about love, you are trying to figure out in your head, okay? That's what this is all about. So, up here in your highest energy, this is why you have questions about the love. These are the two highest energy cards in your reading. This is the Seven of Swords. This is deceitful behavior, sneaky, lying, stealing, cheating. I mean, anything you can think about that might be deceitful, that's what this card represents. So, that is why you're trying to figure out the love. That's why you have questions about love. Temperance is right next to the Seven of Swords and right above the Queen of Cups. Temperance is the card for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides there. They're mixing this potion back and forth, back and forth. They're trying to help get you balanced. You have one foot in the water, which is very emotional. And see, the Queen of Cups is surrounded by water. And you have one foot on the land. They want you to get grounded. They want both your feet on the ground. To move forward here. So Temperance, your guardian angels are all around you, and they're really trying to help you find your balance again. Next to Temperance is the Ten of Wands. So you've been carrying this heavy weight. This heavy weight has to do with that Seven of Swords here. But the good thing about the Ten of Wands is there's no... You can only carry those wands for so long before you need to drop them. You can drop them one by one, you can drop them all at once. But Temperance is here to get you balanced. They want you to drop the wands and just become balanced again, because this Seven of Swords threw you off balance. You might even have Libra in your chart someplace. So under the Seven of Swords is the Four of Swords. You have been spending time alone, thinking about the love, trying to figure out the love. Why didn't you? Well, whatever your questions are about the love, you have spent time alone and in meditation or in prayer. And all this truth and clarity. Swords are about truth and clarity. As you notice, the Seven of Swords runs off with it, hides it, But all this truth and clarity comes to you. And this is a healing card, very strong spiritual healing card. See the stained glass windows? So you are healing. Temperance is helping you to heal and to get balance, and also your meditation or your prayer, your time you spend alone, focusing on what went wrong, what happened, with love here. I think you felt rejected. Kind of left out in the cold, maybe even ghosted with this card, the Five of Pentacles. So this is a heavy burden. It's a heavy burden just, having this Seven of Swords energy around you. But it's also a burden if you're up in your head about, about the love. Like, what happened here? Why didn't you see it coming? Whatever your questions are. I feel like whoever was in your life that was being deceitful kind of abandoned you in a way, So under the Four of Swords, the Devil. So this is the card for Capricorn only because of the horns, all right? The energy of this card is completely different. The energy is about toxic. It's toxic energy. It's being tied to somebody who is tied to something or someone else. That made this relationship toxic. If you're wondering what happened, there might have been a third party, or there might have been an addiction, or just something someone interfering in the relationship that they were tied to. But you're saying goodbye to this toxic energy. You are healing your way out of it with the help of your guardian angels and spirit guides. So next to the Devil card and under the Queen of Cups is a Six of Swords. So yeah, it wasn't easy. I mean, you got the Five of Pentacles here, feeling abandoned or left out in the cold. And then you're finding you're going into this place of healing and deep meditation and prayer. A lot of deep thinking going on about the love. You are moving forward. You're gathering up your swords of truth and clarity about what happened. You're moving away from rocky waters towards a smoother, calmer place in your life. It's not the slowest energy, but it's kind of slow moving, like kind of methodical. It's like one step at a time. And you're moving forward, away from the toxic energy. And you're getting your answers to your love questions here, too, because you have all those swords of truth and clarity that you're moving forward with. Next to the Six of Swords and under this Five of Pentacles is the Fool card. Now, the Fool card is it's throwing caution to the wind. It's usually fun, joyful. As you can see, it looks like a fun and playful card. But with the Fool, they have their head in the clouds. They're not looking forward. They're just looking at the moment. And the Fool usually finds themselves at the edge of a cliff. And I think that's what happened in this relationship that you are now moving away from. So let's take out the second part of this reading. For our Taurus, Leaves universe. What else do they need to know? Okay, Taurus. This is, the Empress can be Libra or Taurus, and the Empress is right here, and we will get to that. So up here in your highest energy, here's the Five of Swords. Yeah, you're looking back at them. You're gathering up those swords, like I said before, with truth and clarity. So it's kind of a slower process. Your arms are getting full, but it's all about the truth and clarity about who it is you're looking back at. Who walked away? I have the Magician right next to the Five of Swords. First off, we have the infinity symbol. This is the symbol of knowing and intuition. So, with the Magician, the Magician has all these tools. The Cup of Love, the Pentacle for security and stability, a wand for fresh starts and new beginnings, and a sword of truth and clarity. So, you have all the tools, you do, to make a relationship work. So you're manifesting what you really do want from life. Right next to the Magician is the Nine of Pentacles. This is lovely. So the Nine of Pentacles tells me that you're getting out of all this. You're becoming self-confident, self-assured, grounded, stable, and just being you. Single, being you. Very happy. It's a very grounded card. So this is where you're headed after this. All this. Temperance is going to get you balanced. You're going to become yourself again. You might even become stronger with the Nine of Pentacles here. So under the Five of Swords is the World card. Yeah, you're moving into a new life cycle. You're leaving this feeling of abandonment or rejection behind. You're leaving whoever this was that was deceitful behind. And you're moving into a new life cycle. Right under the Magician and next to your new life cycle is the Judgment card. This is a spiritual lesson. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides. They're up here with Temperance too, blowing the horn down on you. They've been teaching you a spiritual lesson, and you are learning it. Look at all these people awakening. So you're becoming aware of what happened because you've got all these swords of truth and clarity. And it's also a lesson, not just becoming aware, it is actually a life lesson. And this is helping you to enter this new life cycle. And it's under the magician. You actually manifested because you learned your spiritual lesson on moving forward into this new life cycle. And I think even coming out better on the other side. More secure, more stable, more self-confident. I have the Ace of Cups right next to the Judgment card and right under the Nine of Pentacles. This is a huge cup of love. This is being able to hand out that huge cup of love and receive a huge cup of love. So because of learning this spiritual lesson, I think love, real love, is on the way. So becoming yourself, becoming stronger, I think there's real love on the way here. And I think that's part of your new life cycle. Under the World card is a Nine of Swords. And this is next to that Fool energy. So all these swords of truth and clarity, I mean, spending all that time alone in prayer and meditation, you're figuring things out. The truth is coming to you. It's almost torturous because you cannot get your mind off of what went down. You really needed to understand. You know, the universe they want you to understand what went down. Because unless you understand what happened here, you will not have learned your spiritual lesson. But I see that you're learning it. And it's all because of all these thoughts of truth and clarity. So this is going to help you move into that new life cycle. I have the Page of Swords right next to the Nine of Swords. So yeah, all this truth and clarity, it puts you on guard. You got your sword up of self-protection. You got your sword of truth and clarity up. You're not swinging it. You're entering this place in your life where you're getting into self-protection mode. You have discovered that you have a lot to offer the world. You have all the tools. You have lots of pentacles, and you're just very self-confident and very grounded on your own. So you're not going to let somebody come in and throw that off again. Let somebody come in and be deceitful again to your life. So you're going to do your best. And what you're protecting here is you. And this is the Empress. The Empress is right below the Ace of Cups. You're learning to love yourself too. And so like I said, this is a card for Libra or Taurus. This is a Taurus reading. This is you. The universe, male or female, they're all male or female, throws the universe will put this card out here to remind you of who you are. This is who you're protecting. Your sword is up. They're not going to let anybody put you in this state again of kind of, hurting your self-confidence. So you are very loving, kind, considerate. You're giving, you're forgiving, you're generous. You have so many excellent qualities about you. You also, if you're a parent, you're an excellent parent with the Empress being here. So, there you are. You're learning to love yourself again. You're becoming self-confident. And I got to tell you, when this Empress comes out, the next person who enters your life will have to have a lot of those same qualities for it to be a long-lasting relationship. I'm taking out one more card for this reading for Taurus, please. The King of Swords. Yeah, it is. It's all about the truth and clarity. And this King of Swords, this is air. Remember I said you really might have some Libra in your chart. This is a card for Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So one of those might be strong in your chart or in somebody else's chart around this reading. Male or female, got your sword up. Your sword is self-protection, just like with the Page of Swords down here. But this is standing firm. This is like really protecting yourself from energies coming in that's going to cause this heavy burden. And you just don't want to have to pick up the pieces again, like you are here with the Five of Swords. So you're in self-protection mode over this kind of energy. This is your spiritual lesson. You've learned it. and you're coming out much better on the other side, and much more, aware of your own needs. Not dancing along with your head in the clouds anymore. You're going to start looking forward, not up in the clouds, living for the moment, ignoring what's right in front of you. And I think that's what kind of happened here. So good for you, Taurus. This is your reading, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.